Okay, today we're going to talk about how I apply caulking to fine painted surfaces. Okay, this is the caulking that I use. If you take a look at it, it says on the container that it is paintable. We are painting this surface, so we need a paintable caulking. Also, it says right here that it is a fast dry material. It dries in about 15 minutes, which doesn't keep me waiting to go back and paint the surface afterwards. By the time I'm done caulking a surface, I can go right back and start painting. Alright, a couple things about how I like to do the tubes. I see a lot of people that will cut a big notch out of, just cut the total end of this tube off square. You try to put that on, you have to hold your gun straight up, it makes a huge mess. So what I like to do is I like to cut it at a slight angle. You see that little angle there? There's only a small pinhole in there, and that's how I like to apply it, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Alright, now the next thing is my caulk gun. I like this caulk gun. This gun runs about $5 or $6 at the hardware stores. The reason I like it is because the release is close to my fingers here. It's close to my thumb. What happens is you put the caulking in there, you start squirting some out, you got pressure on the tube, you don't release the pressure from the spraying, it continues to ooze out and make a giant mess. Alright, another good feature about this gun is it's got this little pin built into the gun. Okay? If you look here, this little pin can be pulled up. A lot of tubes of caulking, not this one necessarily, has a little foil seal in here just below the nozzle. And what happens is you got to cut your little end off, slide something down in there, and pop a hole in that seal so that the material can come out of the tube. It's real simple with this gun. You can do that with it. You don't have to search for a wire or a nail or whatever you want to pop that with, because it's already built into the gun. And then you just back it right out of the way, keep it clean, it's fine. Next thing I like to do is I always keep a damp rag with me. It's not saturated, it's just damp. And what happens is if you get a little bit on your fingers, you can take it right off. You want to keep your hands clean. If any spills on a surface or you put a little too much on, you can always take the damp rag and remove it right away and it comes right off. Okay, another thing, as far as applying it, I've already told you I cut an angle at the end of the nozzle here. And if you look at how that angle is, the angle is this way. I use the gun in this position and I pull it at an angle. That way I don't have to be some type of contortionist and artist trying to get this stuff on there neatly. So I'm going to show you here, I've got some surfaces already prepared here on some base mold. I'm going to show you how I apply that neatly and quickly, and hopefully it will help you with some of the mistakes that we all make when we first start something, and we'll just eliminate that for you, and anyone can do this. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I've got all my things here. I'm going to show you how I apply this in one smooth stroke to the painted surfaces. I've got my rag and my gun. Here's my angle, pointed in that direction. Basically, I'm going to put it on the edge of the wall. I'm going to put my finger right against the nozzle. Okay, my finger is the squeegee. All I'm going to do is squeeze slowly. I'm going to watch the bead, pulling it off the areas where I don't want it. All in one clean swipe. Not enough in an area, just come back, apply a little more pressure, and voila. Come around to the other side with my other finger, applying pressure yet again. Catching any areas that I might have missed. Boom. Done. Notice how I release the pressure on my gun so that the tube stops oozing out. Okay? Any excess, the wet rag takes it right up. Little spot right there. Little spot right here. That's it. I can also do this smaller bead, which I want to do here. Get my pressure right. Squeezing as I'm pulling. My fingers doing the squeegee work. Boom. Release. Back to this side. Squeezing as I'm pulling. And tight. That's it. That's all there is to it. Nice clean bead along both surfaces. Now I can repaint everything and I didn't make a mess on the wall paint. In the corners down here, I'll just put a little bit on, like so. Right up the corner because I can't really pull that, all those little angles there. And I'll just do a traditional white down. Again, keeping my fingers clean so I can come back and take the excess off. And that's about all there is to it. Quick and simple, neat. Get you a nice close-up of the bead that I just applied. You can see that the surface looks new yet again. Okay, so I finished sealing all the base. It's early. I'm going to take a lunch break and go meet my big developer friend Don. I'll get a picture for you. Got to get changed, get ready to go. See you in a minute. So remember, subscribe, like, share this video. We'll have some more coming right at you soon.